If you woke up feeling heavy this morning, and you cannot fully explain why, do not ignore that feeling. There are mornings when nothing dramatic happened, yet your heart feels pressured. Your mind feels crowded. Your energy feels lower than it should be. And if you are not careful, that quiet heaviness will follow you into every conversation, every decision, every responsibility. Before you step into this day, pause with me. Because what you do in the first few minutes of your morning often determines the strength you carry into the next several hours. If you believe God can renew your strength right now, write, "I trust you, Lord," in the comments and stay in this prayer with me. Father, I come before you at the beginning of this day, aware that not every battle is loud. Some battles begin quietly. They begin as subtle tension. They begin as a slight discouragement. They begin as pressure that does not yet have a name. But you see it clearly. Lord, if there is anything trying to drain my strength before I even move forward, expose it now. If there is anxiety forming before events unfold, calm it now. If there is fear trying to predict negative outcomes, silence it now. I refuse to start this day already defeated in my thoughts. Sometimes the weight I feel is not about today. It is about yesterday that I never fully released. It is about conversations that lingered in my mind. It is about unfinished responsibilities. It is about expectations I quietly placed on myself. So right now, I surrender yesterday completely. I release regret. I release overthinking. I release the need to control every possible outcome. This day is new, and I will not contaminate it with unresolved tension. Father, guard my mind from exaggeration. Guard my emotions from instability. Guard my spirit from subtle discouragement. There are moments when the mind runs ahead, imagining conversations that have not happened yet, imagining conflict that has not appeared, imagining failure before. Effort has even been made, and by the time the moment arrives, exhaustion has already set in. I reject that pattern. I will not spend emotional energy on hypothetical scenarios. I will not allow imagined pressure to steal present peace. You are already in my future. You are already present in every room I will enter. You are already aware of every conversation I will have. Because you go before me, I do not need to walk in fear. Father, replace heaviness with steadiness. Replace pressure with clarity. Replace silent anxiety with grounded confidence. If this day stretches me, let it stretch my faith, not my fear. If this day challenges me, let it deepen my character, not weaken my resolve. I choose to begin this morning aligned with you, and alignment changes everything. Father, as I remain here in this moment of stillness, I ask you to restore what has been quietly depleted inside me. There are seasons when strength does not disappear suddenly. It fades gradually. It drains through small frustrations, silent disappointments, responsibilities that never seem to pause. And without realizing it, the heart becomes tired. You see that tiredness. Not the physical fatigue alone, but the emotional fatigue. The kind that comes from carrying too much internally while appearing steady externally. The kind that forms when I keep showing up for others but rarely slow down for my own soul. Today, I slow down with you. Restore my emotional balance. If I have been absorbing stress from environments around me, cleanse it. If I have been holding tension in my thoughts, loosen it. If I have been silently bracing myself for something negative, release me from that posture. I do not want to live braced for impact. I want to live grounded in trust. Father, I invite your peace into the hidden spaces of my heart, into the places I rarely talk about, into the concerns I have not expressed out loud, into the fears I have minimized but never resolved. Bring gentle restoration there. Sometimes I do not need dramatic change. I need quiet strengthening. I need steady reassurance. I need deep calm that is not shaken by minor disruptions. Teach me to recognize when my spirit needs rest before my body demands it. Teach me to listen when my emotions signal overload before it becomes breakdown. If I have been carrying responsibilities that were never mine to carry alone, help me release them now. I was not designed to sustain everything by myself. I was not created to solve every problem. I was not meant to anticipate every outcome. You are my support. You are my stability. You are my source. Father, let this morning become a reset point, a moment where internal noise decreases and clarity increases, a moment where I stop rushing ahead mentally and return to present awareness. I breathe in calm. I release tension. I receive steadiness. If this day brings unexpected difficulty, let my inner world remain stable. If conversations feel heavy, let my responses remain measured. If plans change suddenly, let flexibility replace frustration. I do not want peace that depends on perfect conditions. I want peace that survives imperfect ones. Restore my ability to move through the day without carrying emotional residue from every small inconvenience. Restore my patience where it has thinned. Restore my optimism where it has weakened. And if there are wounds beneath the surface contributing to this heaviness, begin healing them gently. Not all heaviness is about today. Some of it comes from long seasons of endurance. Some of it comes from repeated disappointments. Some of it comes from being strong for too long. I do not have to pretend here. You see me fully. Strengthen the parts of me that feel fragile. Reassure the parts of me that feel uncertain. Calm the parts of me that feel overstimulated. I receive restoration that is not rushed. I receive peace that is not forced. I receive renewal that is deep and lasting. And as I rise from this prayer, I will not carry the same internal weight I felt when I started. Father, as I stay in your presence, I recognize that true restoration is not only about feeling better, it is about becoming steadier. It is about building an inner foundation that does not collapse every time pressure increases. Strengthen my inner foundation. There have been days when I felt strong, because circumstances were favorable. But I want something deeper than circumstantial strength. I want rooted strength. Strength that remains even when outcomes are uncertain. Strength that does not disappear when approval is absent. Strength that is not dependent on everything going smoothly. Father, if I have been measuring my stability by external results, reset my perspective. My peace is not tied to productivity. My value is not tied to performance. My stability is not tied to perfection. You are my anchor. When emotions fluctuate, anchor me. When motivation feels low, anchor me. When unexpected stress appears, anchor me. Teach me to live from stability instead of constantly chasing relief. There are moments when I seek quick emotional relief instead of deep spiritual grounding. But quick relief fades, grounding lasts. So today I choose grounding. Ground my thoughts in truth. Ground my expectations in wisdom. Ground my reactions in patience. If I face criticism today, let it refine me, not define me. If I face delay today, let it develop endurance, not frustration. If I face misunderstanding today, let it strengthen humility, not insecurity. Father, I ask you to heal the subtle exhaustion that comes from always needing to be strong. Sometimes I have held everything together outwardly while quietly feeling stretched inwardly. I have managed responsibilities, answered messages, completed tasks, all while carrying silent strain. You see that strain. Let this prayer remove the silent pressure to always appear composed. It is safe to be human in your presence. It is safe to admit when I feel tired. It is safe to release the need to maintain an image of constant strength. Replace that pressure with authenticity. If I need moments of pause today, give me permission to take them. If I need to slow my pace, remind me that rushing does not equal progress. If I need to say no to something unnecessary, give me clarity and courage to do so. Father, restoration also means recalibrating my expectations. Not every day needs to be extraordinary. Not every moment needs to be maximized. Some days are simply about steady faithfulness. Let today be faithful, not frantic. Remove the internal urgency that pushes me beyond healthy limits. Remove the mental habit of constantly scanning for potential problems. Remove the emotional reflex of assuming the worst. Instead, cultivate quiet confidence. Let my breathing reflect peace. Let my posture reflect stability. Let my tone reflect calm assurance. If I encounter someone else who is overwhelmed, let me carry steady energy into that interaction rather than absorbing their stress. Let my presence reflect the peace I am receiving right now. Father, restore joy where it has dimmed. Not loud excitement, but deep contentment. The kind that remains even when the schedule is full. The kind that survives imperfect circumstances. I receive restoration that strengthens me internally before I move externally. And as this prayer continues, I feel the shift. Not dramatic, not loud, but real. The heaviness is loosening. The tension is softening. The pressure is decreasing. Because you are restoring me from the inside out. Father, as this moment of restoration settles within me, I prepare to step forward with practical confidence. Peace is not meant to remain in prayer only. It is meant to walk with me into real situations, real conversations, real responsibilities. So now I prepare intentionally. When I open my messages, I will not rush. I will read carefully. I will respond thoughtfully. I will not let urgency dictate my tone. I will not allow pressure to shorten my patience. When I enter conversations today, I will listen before reacting. I will speak with clarity rather than defensiveness. If tension rises, I will not match it. I will stabilize it. Father, give me wisdom in small decisions. Many days are not shaped by one dramatic moment, but by a series of small choices. The choice to pause, the choice to breathe, the choice to respond instead of react. Let those small choices reflect strength. If I face tasks that feel overwhelming, help me break them into manageable steps. I do not need to solve everything at once. I need to take the next right step, and then the next. Steady progress is greater than rushed anxiety. If I encounter unexpected change, let flexibility replace frustration. If plans shift, let adaptability replace resistance. If outcomes differ from my expectations, let maturity guide my response. Father, help me manage my energy wisely today. Not everything deserves the same emotional investment. Teach me where to lean in deeply and where to release lightly. Teach me discernment in how I distribute my focus. Guard me from mental clutter. If unnecessary thoughts attempt to consume attention, clear them. If distractions compete for priority, reorder them. Let my mind remain structured. Let my heart remain composed. Let my spirit remain anchored. If I experience success today, let gratitude be my first response. If I experience difficulty, let resilience be my second nature. If I experience delay, let patience steady me. I declare that I will not be easily shaken. I will not be easily discouraged. I will not be easily overwhelmed, not because I am perfect, but because I am prepared. Prepared in mindset, prepared in posture, prepared in faith. Father, let my preparation show in how I carry myself. Let it show in my tone. Let it show in my decisions. Let it show in how I handle inconvenience without losing balance. Today I move forward with quiet authority. Not loud confidence, but steady confidence. Not dramatic declarations, but consistent strength. If fatigue tries to return later, I will pause instead of pushing recklessly. If stress increases, I will recalibrate instead of collapsing. If negativity appears, I will filter it instead of absorbing it. I walk into this day as someone who has already aligned with you, and alignment changes performance. My work will reflect clarity. My conversations will reflect maturity. My reactions will reflect discipline. I am not entering this day unprepared. I am entering it grounded, aware, steady, and strengthened. Father, I rise from this prayer different from how I entered it. The heaviness that tried to settle over me this morning no longer has permission to remain. The quiet pressure that attempted to shape my mood has lost its influence. The subtle discouragement that tried to whisper defeat has been silenced. Today will not control me. Today will not intimidate me. Today will not drain me before it even begins, because I have aligned myself with you. I declare that my mind is clear, my thoughts are ordered, my emotions are steady, my spirit is grounded. There is no confusion in my steps. There is no chaos in my posture. There is no fear dictating my decisions. I walk forward with internal authority. Whatever challenge appears, I will meet it composed. Whatever responsibility unfolds, I will approach it prepared. Whatever tension arises, I will stabilize it rather than absorb it. I am not fragile. I am strengthened. I am not uncertain. I am anchored. I am not overwhelmed. I am equipped. Father, let this confidence remain practical and visible. Let it show in how I enter rooms. Let it show in how I handle deadlines. Let it show in how I respond when things do not go perfectly. If difficulty comes, it will refine me, not break me. If delay comes, it will develop patience, not frustration. If opposition comes, it will strengthen resilience, not insecurity. I declare that this day will not steal my peace. It will not steal my focus. It will not steal my stability. Because I refuse to surrender what I have received in this moment. I move forward in clarity. I move forward in discipline. I move forward in strength supplied by you. And when this day ends, I will look back not as someone who barely survived it, but as someone who walked through it with steady faith and controlled confidence. This day does not intimidate me. It does not overwhelm me. It does not defeat me. I am grounded. I am prepared. I am strengthened. And I walk forward in quiet, undeniable victory. Amen.